So just to summarize cultural diversity and CBT. So since the 1970s, CBT has been widely studied and implemented with diverse cultural populations as an effective, well-tolerated and beneficial treatment to patients and relatively easy for clinicians to learn and deliver. CBT is a good solution to establish a therapeutic alliance, a non-judgmental, empathic, and produce positive outcomes. CBT is focused on helping individuals examine their own beliefs and how these beliefs influence their own feelings and behavior. As such, it is not particularly culture bound. In fact, it provides patients of minorities and oppressed and traumatized groups the opportunity to explore their feelings and beliefs that pertain to these experiences. It is optimal if the therapist is multiculturally competent, that is, familiar with their beliefs, experiences, and its impact of their personal lives. Thereby, they are better able to help patients process their cognitions in such a way that results in more liberating and adaptive connecting. However, some considerations that a CBT therapist has to take into account are taking the patient's history into account and including spiritual beliefs, cultural practices. CBT is value neutral, and the process is tailored to the patient's unique situation. Furthermore, the patient is empowered to set his or her own goals, which ensure that the patient's perspective is central. In dealing with multicultural patients, the therapist also has to ensure that they are unbiased, non-judgmental, accepting, and avoid any stereotyping. This requires frequent self-reflection, self-regulation, and attention to potential issues of transference and counter-transference by the therapist. It entails conscious recognition and understanding of one's own emotions, feelings, thoughts, and attitudes at the time of the occurrence. A succinct article by Pamela Hayes, 95, and I'll put the reference in the description, noted specific ways in which CBT may be particularly useful for multicultural patients. She suggests that CBT emphasizes the uniqueness of individual patient. CBT focuses on empowerment. CBT focuses on conscious processes and specific behaviors instead of unconscious processes and abstract ideas. CBT integrates assessment and monitoring throughout the course of therapy. However, Hayes also noted CBT values certain characteristics such as assertiveness, personal independence, verbal ability, and change, which may not be prioritized in many cultures. The therapist will be aware of these potential differences and compensate where possible. However, with attention to the possible limitations, CBT is very effective evidence-based treatment across many different cultures.